I am the stone that the builder refused. I am the visual, the inspiration that made ladies sing the blues. I'm the spark that makes your idea bright. The same spark that lights the dark so that you can know your left from your right. I am the ballad in your box, the bullet in the gun, the inner glow that let you know to call your brother son. The story that just begun, the promise of what's to come. And I'ma remain a soldier till the war is won. Chop, 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 you don't flip. Chop, 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 you don't flip. Chop, chop, chop.
What's good, y'all? Welcome back, and I said welcome back to yet another video. It's on. So, this should be a quick video. It really shouldn't take too long. I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. It really shouldn't. But watch me take a long time anyway because I ramble. So basically, I'm going to talk about grudges. Grudges. And I struggle with them. Personally, I've struggled with grudges. I have. I'm gonna keep it a buck, y'all. I have struggled with grudges. Grudges is something that I don't think anybody should have. You know what I'm saying. You shouldn't have a grudge against anybody. Um, you really shouldn't, if I'm being completely honest with you. But I remember holding grudges for stuff that really hurt me, right? Things that have really affected me deeply, in a way that nobody else understands. You know what I'm saying? Like, say I hold grudge, and you know what's so crazy? I be holding grudges on people they have no idea. You know what I'm saying? They have no idea that what they did bothered me. You know what I'm saying? They have zero idea on what they did. You know what I'm saying? They have zero idea. People don't know that they did me wrong, or at least they probably don't understand it. They never heard it from me. You feel me? I never really, I guess, communicated that, and that's just something that I've just remembered. Like, I remember what you did. I remember exactly how you made me feel. You didn't give a fuck. You didn't care. You didn't care at all. So yeah, holding grudges is not. It's not healthy. It's not healthy. I'll give y'all examples. I've held grudges against teachers, against my dad before, against friends, against family, against neighbors, against well, I put friends in quotation marks. People that say they were gonna do things for me, but they didn't. You know what I'm saying? I've held grudges so much, and I need to let that go. Absolutely. That's something that I just have to let go. Past situations, past relationships. Like, yes, I've held grudges at times. Absolutely. And it's healthy to just let it go. Because I remember, I think around the time last year, I held a grudge against somebody. I can't give away too much. I held a grudge against somebody, and it was bothering me, and it was eating me from the inside out. You know what I'm saying? And I just, I just couldn't take it no more. And I had a conversation with that person. I did. And a lot got resolved. A lot got resolved. It did. It did. So yeah, that's why it's really best to forgive and forget. You know what I'm saying? Maybe sometimes don't forget about certain things because you don't want the same things to be done again. Because a lot of times when people do you wrong, you know what I'm saying? A lot of times they're gonna do that same crap again to you. You know what I'm saying? Because they can't help themselves. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's best to really kind of just forgive and let go. You know what I'm saying? If that makes any sense. I kind of just need to do what's right for myself, because when you hold on to grudges, you are really just hurting yourself. Right? You know what I'm saying? You're really just hurting yourself. You're causing yourself a bit more stress. You're causing yourself a bit more anger, a bit more frustration, and it's not really helping nobody. But you're you're not really helping nobody. You're not helping yourself. You're not helping the person that you feel this way towards if you're around them a lot. You know what I'm saying? Because in their mind, they're straight. There's nothing going on, but in your mind, you have a lot of resentment. You know what I'm saying? You have a lot of anguish. You have a lot of problematic views on that person. And could you be justified in feeling a certain way? Absolutely, you really can. You could definitely feel justified, but at the end of the day, it's not good to hold on to a lot of that resentment, that frustration, that anger. It's not good. It's really not good. And I am a victim of this, right? I am a victim of holding grudges. Like, I remember somebody, I remember I was a part of this dance group for a while, you feel me? I remember when somebody just talked to me. I remember when somebody talked bad about me behind my back. You know what I'm saying? I remember that. You know, this individual talked bad about a lot of different people, but I remember especially when they tried to embarrass me, or they tried to play games, or they tried to be disrespectful, apparently. And, you know, I remember all that shit. Absolutely. But it's best to just forgive and let go. It's best to just forgive and forget. You know what I'm saying? It really is best to do that. It really is best to do it. And I know how hard it can be. You know what I'm saying? I'm aware of how hard it can be to forgive and forget. I'm aware of that. But you can't enter the kingdom of heaven if you holding all these grudges and not forgiving people. You know what I'm saying? God is the ultimate decider in the end, right? God is the ultimate decider. You feel me? And God will decide if you enter the kingdom of heaven, but He can't let you in, right? If you have all these grudges, all this resentment towards people. You know what I'm saying? Because forgiveness is important. It really is. It is really important. And I think that that's what more people should do, is just forgive and forget and let go. And you know, like I said, it's easy for me to say, right? It's easy for me to say. Matter of fact, scratch that. It's hard to say. It is a bit hard to say because I remember people doing me wrong, bro. I remember it. I remember people doing me wrong in certain ways that I can't stand. And there was nothing I said about it. I didn't stand up for myself or nothing. I just had this resentment in my heart for a long time. But I think now it's best for me to just forgive and let go. Forgive and let go. You know what I'm saying? Because what? What the fuck am I gonna do? Be sad for the rest of my life about something that happened years ago? You know, it's just some things you won't forget, of course, but it's like I just said before. I'm going in circles. Forgive and forget. But yeah, I've held on to grudges for a long time. I remember feeling hurt, disrespected, embarrassed. But yeah, I gotta give all that to God. Give all that frustration to God. Absolutely give all that frustration to God. All that feeling I have to give away, right? I have to give away because this is how I know when it really just got bad in my life is when people apologize for what they did, but I still felt the type of way. I still felt upset. I still felt that anger. And that's not healthy. I'm having episodes just thinking about um stuff that I was done dirty about from people that I've helped. But what can you do? You can't go back in time and do things differently. You can't do that. But I think it's best to really kind of forgive and forget. I think that was the end of the video, y'all. I think that was the end of the video. That my nose got itchy out of nowhere. Pollen and spring and stuff. Allergies just kicking my ass a little bit. But yeah, I think that's the end of the video. Yeah, forgiveness is the only way out of this. Forgiveness. Forgive people. Even if they don't apologize, forgive people because do what's best for you. Absolutely do what's best for you. And yeah, I think that's it. Um is there something else I want to add? Is there something else? I might make a follow up to this one day. I might because although, right, you know what I'm saying? For the most part I've forgiven a bunch of people. I need to work on forgetting. I need to work on forgetting. I need to work on forgetting. Maybe since I haven't forgotten, I haven't fully forgiven. But I really was as a young at a younger age to never hold grudges, to never do that. But well, y'all get it. So yeah.